Hello everyone, it's your host D to the B, the most coolest guy, I wish. Anyway, this is a story that I did not expect. Well, okay, maybe I kind of suspected it. I was kind of hoping it would happen, and now it's finally happening. And that is Gina is suing Disney. Now, I got my friend L to the C here, and he is crying like a big old baby hearing this news that his favorite company is being sued by one of the greatest actresses in existence. Okay, maybe not one of the greatest, but she's on the top of the list. She's pretty close.
Hey. Crying like a baby? No. Disney's your favorite company? No, thank you. Universal's my favorite company, thank you very much. And I gotta say, Gina is finally suing Disney. It puts a smile on my face.
Yeah. Funny enough, I did make a prediction in one of my previous videos that she could sue Disney. And that video was like 2 years ago, I'd say.
Well, depends when you made it.
Yeah, I'll have to look. I'll probably pull it up in the edit. But yes, on Twitter, Gina has officially announced with the help of Elon Musk that she will be suing the Disney Corporation for her mishandling.
But she's also going after Lucasfilm, too.
Yes, but Lucasfilm is owned by Disney. It's like a branch now. It's not an independent company anymore. As much as I want it to be an independent company again, it's not. But anyway, I'm going to play what she said in her tweet, and we'll give our thoughts about it. Just a second, and...
Filing a lawsuit against Lucasfilm and Disney after my 20 years of building a career from scratch, and during the regime of former Disney CEO Bob Chapek. Lucasfilm made this statement on Twitter, terminating me from The Mandalorian. Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm and there are no plans for her to be in the future. Nevertheless, her social media posts denigrating people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable. Nothing could be further from the truth. The truth is I was being hunted down from everything I posted to every post I liked because I was not in line with the acceptable narrative of the time. My words were consistently twisted to demonize and dehumanize me as an alt-right-wing extremist. It was a bullying smear campaign aimed at silencing, destroying and making an example out of me. The thing is I never even used aggressive language. I shared thought-provoking quotes, pictures, memes and occasionally I used my own words. Not with aggression but with respect and the occasional comedy to keep the mood light in dark times. Look with your own eyes at what I posted and ask yourself, for example, where did I compare Republicans to the Jewish people in the Holocaust? I didn't. Ask yourself why they were calling me a racist. Was there any merit behind that or history of it whatsoever? No. Look at why I was called a transphobe. For making droid noises from Star Wars? Beep. Bob. Boop was obviously directed to the online bullies and did not in any way denigrate transgender people. Were my questions about masks, lockdowns and forced vaccines okay to ask and push the subject into the light? Should we have been allowed to publicly discuss those topics at that time without being harassed or censored? Absolutely. Hollywood says they support female representation and equal rights. Why then were my male co-stars permitted to speak without harassment and re-education courses or termination? But I was not afforded the same right to exercise my freedom of speech. Artists do not sign away our rights as American citizens when we enter into employment. I have spoken to all my co-stars since I was fired and there is nothing but care and kind words between us. I respect their right to free speech and do not have to think the same on every issue to be their friends and work with them, and I know they feel the same towards me. A couple months ago Elon Musk tweeted that if you had been fired from using the platform X for exercising your right to free speech, he would like to offer these people legal representation. Quite the noble offer, but never in my wildest dreams would I have thought anyone would take on my case against Lucasfilm Disney. Still, I did respond back. I think I qualify, and thousands of people agreed. but I did not expect anything. To my surprise, a few months ago I received an email from a lawyer who had been hired by X to look into my story and many others. Turns out after sending them as much information as I could gather these past few months, my now lawyers and X believe wholeheartedly in my case and are moving forward. I would like to express my deepest gratitude and thank you to Elon Musk and X for giving me an opportunity to bring my case to light. As for me, I would love to pick up where I left off and continue my journey of creating and participating in storytelling, which is my utmost passion and everything I worked so hard for. It has been difficult to move forward with the lies and labels stuck on me, backed and encouraged by the most powerful entertainment company in the world. I am grateful someone has come to my defense in such a powerful way and look forward to clearing my name. Thank you to all the people who have supported me and made your voices heard. I pray God blesses each and every one of you. With love, Gina Carano.
So, yeah, we got all that information, and I've been following this stuff since day one, since she was fired. Not during the cancel culture mob before she got fired, but I was on it day one after she got fired. And she's pretty much right about everything. They unjustifiably fired her for jokes and other things that were twisted by these complete buffoons on Twitter, which at the time was pretty much its full fan base. Granted, I think that's unfortunately a big portion on social media. You have a few smart people here and there, but to be honest, on most social media platforms, most of them are morons that get butthurt about every single thing. I could say orange is my favorite color, and somebody will get triggered saying that pink is the right color. You terrible person. Like, you can literally be canceled for anything. And it's about time they're going after Lucasfilm, especially the hard fact that she got fired, not in person, but in the most scummiest way possible, and getting fired on social media and finding out on social media. That is a scum move.
You know, I saw this coming real quick. And with Elon Musk, ooh.
Yeah. Say what you want about Elon Musk, but honestly, I'm glad he bought Twitter. I think Twitter has been a bit better since he took over. Now, there's another story I want to cover real quick. It's a small nod. I saw it on Instagram for an account I follow. And it's the possibility of Elon Musk buying Disney. Now, like, I could see from with this, but I don't know how that would translate with film. I think he should just stick into social media platforms. Personally, I want him to buy YouTube next. Maybe he can get the gosh darn dislike button count back in public. But who knows, he probably could be a better CEO than Bob Iger, of all people. I just wanted to throw that out there, but back to Gina.
But yeah, you know, I'm happy Gina is getting payback time.
Took her so long. It took her like 3 years, or maybe even 4. Wait. No, I think it'll be 3 years very soon because she was fired in 2021.
But it's like, ay. They really messed with the wrong person.
Yeah, they did. For a while, I was hoping she would do it, and I was thinking, nah, I don't think she's going to. She's going to be like the better person. I'm glad she is suing them. Disney deserve it. Granted, Disney's been getting so many lawsuits lately. I think they actually have another lawsuit besides Gina, if I'm not mistaken. Like, everybody just wants to sue Disney.
Well, yeah, because there's so many issues going on over there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, have you seen the parks, D.B.?
I can only imagine how bad the parks are, with, I don't know how they've been lately, but I knew how they were kind of before this event. Like, I subscribed to the, Geeks and Gamers YouTube channel, Park Hopping, and they go to theme parks, and, yeah, it probably doesn't look good right now for Disney. And didn't you say that Universal's outbeating them in park? I could see why. At least with Universal Studio, they did do something stupid like making their theme park canon, which is what they did with Galaxy's Edge, which is the stupidest thing in existence. Does that mean if I walked into Galaxy's Edge, D the Bee would be canon? I would admit that would be sweet, just me being canon, and I would just try to fix the timeline.
But unlike Disney, Universal is actually listening to their fans, where Disney does not listen to the fans.
Right. And especially since the original version of the the Star Wars land was so much different from what Galaxy's Edge is. Originally, according to what I've heard, the original version, they would have had, like, it wouldn't have been canon at all, and it would have went through each area of the park would be themed off of planets that Star Wars went to, each Star Wars planet, from, like, at least the films. I'm not sure if they would have included, like, stuff in, like, the animated series.
Like Tatooine?
Tatooine would have probably been one. Mustafar would have probably been another one. Even though no one likes it, Canto Bight probably would have been one. Who knows? But that sounds way better than what we actually got than getting a stupid theme park that's some reason canon to the universe and is canon to the worst timeline, because Galaxy's Edge takes like some time after The Last Jedi, which is the worst Star Wars movie in existence. Like, the worst one. Well, granted, I did change my mind. Rise of Skywalker is definitely worse than Last Jedi.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But I'm not a Disney fan anymore. When I was growing up, I liked Disney and Universal, but I was more Universal growing up anyway. But now, what I've seen Disney become...
Yeah. Do you want me to tell you how much I hate Disney canon, guys? I'm going to say a controversial opinion. L to the C won't know what I'm talking about because he's never seen them or heard of them, probably. But I consider the Ewok movies more canon than the sequel trilogy. You should see LC's face. He's just like, I've never heard of the Ewok movies. But yeah, I consider them more canon than the sequel trilogy or Solo. Rogue One I still consider canon. Rogue One I thought actually
Rogue One was good. Rogue One was really good. How about Star Wars Legends movies?
Yeah, if Disney wasn't involved with them, I wouldn't mind them adaptating a lot of the Legends books
into actual films.
Yeah. Like, one they could probably do, since Hayden Christensen and Ian McGregor aren't really that old, but they would probably have to do some effects. Even though I haven't read the book yet, I think a Labyrinth of Evil movie would be awesome.
But yeah, with Gina finally suing Disney, I'm actually okay with this.
Yeah, I'm okay with it too. And then maybe they could turn the Darth Plagueis book into a series. I don't think it would work as a movie. There's too much stuff in Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Do you think Elon Musk would ever buy Disney, or do you think he won't buy Disney? Like, he might.
The emoji looked like he was considering it. Like, there could be a chance he buys Disney. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Elon Musk would definitely be a better leader than Bob Iger is.
That means if Elon Musk does buy Disney, I'm not saying he's going to, but if he does, that means Bob Iger's out.
Yeah, that would mean Bob Iger's out. And if he listened to fans, he could get a lot of people out of Lucasfilm, including Kathleen Kennedy, if possible.
I would be okay with that. She needs to go anyway.
Yeah, maybe put someone more qualified and in charge. But we'll have to see if he actually does try.
Because usually when someone buys a big company like Disney, it means the people that were in charge before are usually, most of them are pretty much, bye-bye.
Yeah.
I mean, look what James Gunn did when he came over to DC.
Yeah. Granted, that was a more different situation.
Well, yeah,
like,
it was
James
different.
Gunn didn't buy DC. They Warner Brothers put him in charge of DC going forward.
Well, yeah, but like I said, there's changes every time someone comes in, like someone new comes in.
Right.
But, I'm not sure how much Gina's going to sue. She's probably going to sue Disney a whole lot of money.
I hope, hopefully we get the amount of money that Gina wants to sue Disney for. I hope it's a really big number. Like, if it's not bad enough, every single Disney movie is flopping for the past 2 years, and probably going to be 3 with 2024 going forward. Because I don't think anything major has released this year for Disney yet.
Nothing. Except, I think there's one movie called Madam Web.
Oh, that's a Sony film.
Oh.
But yeah, that movie looks so awful.
I actually saw the trailer. I'm not impressed.
Yeah.
And is DreamWorks part of Disney, or is that a whole separate company?
DreamWorks is the CEO of DreamWorks used to work for Disney, but DreamWorks is another company. Well, unless Disney eventually buys them, you never know.
Which I hope not.
I hope not either.
But back to Gina. But, my thoughts, I agree with Gina. That tweet made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
To me, it did.
Yeah, from all the tweets, she didn't do any of the things that Lucasfilm and the idiots on Twitter claim that she did. So, suing Disney is completely justified. And especially since there were a lot of celebrities in Lucasfilm that said a lot worse. Let's not forget that the official Lucasfilm Twitter bullying someone off the platform.
How about Pedro Pascal?
Oh, Pedro. Pedro Pascal making political remarks and demonizing certain people. Even if you don't like those certain type of people, you have to admit it's not a good image for a company that's had a lot of negative things happen with it.
And with the new theme park that's coming to Universal Epic Universe, they're saying that's going to take a lot of Disney's customers away, or a lot of people that like Disney might come. I'm thinking like that like Disney might come to Epic Universe for Universal.
Maybe. Granted, Epic Universe still might be a failure. It might be.
You never know, but there's a lot of hype to this.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it. Like, you can't just assume that it's going to be an automatic success. It could fail. I want Epic Universe to succeed because if done right, it could do some more damage to Disney.
Well, Steven Spielberg was part of it.
Yep. Now I could see some Twitter crybabies crying that Gina suing such a innocent and peaceful little company as Disney, which I have to say, in what universe, Disney has become one of the worst companies in existence. Let's not forget that in the Mulan 2020 remake, they gave credit to a Chinese concentration camp. Let's keep that in mind. So yeah, they're not pure innocent. I think the only one that can rival them right now is Naughty Dog, and that's about it. For making the horrible video game The Last of Us 2. Which I saw the whole story to that game. It's garbage. I would review it, but I don't want to torture myself with playing it.
There's a lot more people that are with Gina than against Gina.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the conventions, guys. I watch one of my favorite YouTubers, Drunk 3PO, and I'm got my notifications on, and I'm also subscribed to him as well.
He's a good channel to follow.
And he even said, not this year, but it was 2022, I think it was, that they were in MegaCon, Drunk 3PO and Gina were at MegaCon, and he said that Gina Carano had the biggest line in the convention. What does that tell you?
Gina is popular.
Not just popular, very popular.
Mm-hmm.
Her fan base has gotten bigger and bigger.
Yeah, if I ever went to one of those conventions, I will be definitely meeting Gina Carano. I think she would probably be the only one I want to meet. Unless Hayden Christensen is there, then I'll meet him. I like Hayden Christensen.
I like to meet Gina Carano, Hayden Christensen, and the girl that does Ahsoka.
Ashley something.
Ashley Eckstein, I think her name is.
Yeah. I eventually need to review that Clone Wars movie. I eventually need to do that.
I gotta say, the Clone Wars movie was good in my opinion.
I think the Clone Wars movie is overhated. That's why I need to make a video on it.
But, yeah, I mean, I would love to meet Gina.
Yeah.
And she's very sweet, too.
Yeah, from all the clips that I saw of her, she's very sweet. Like, she was even nice enough to go on Drunk 3PO's channel. If it was any other Hollywood celebrity, they would have said no or called them bigots, because that's what everyone calls channels like Drunk 3PO, Geeks and Gamers, Ryan Kennel. That's what they call all those YouTubers that basically call out Disney for their stupidity and their retconning and ruining characters. And I have to say to those people, they're nimrods. Not the YouTubers, the people saying that they're bigots and sexist and racist, they're nimrods.
Nah, I get the details. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind having Gina Carano on my channel, too.
I wouldn't mind her being on my channel either. I definitely know if I did go to one of the conventions with Gina, I will definitely put Gina in the video.
Oh, definitely.
Or at least attempt to.
I would do her and Drink 3PO. I would put them in my videos.
Yeah, that would be a nice view. Here's D the B meeting Drunk 3PO.
But yeah, I mean, there's literally so many fans that like Gina, and I actually saw the Salt Lake City, Utah expo for 2023, I think it was. Yeah, 2023, and they had Gina on the the stage where they had like the fans ask your questions and stuff.
Yeah, I remember that when she went to MegaCon last year. I remember that.
I'm talking about
No,
Salt Lake
not
City,
last
Utah.
year. 2022. I don't remember which year it was.
But I'm talking about Salt Lake City, Utah, the expo. But yeah, she's so sweet. She really loves her fans.
Yeah, she's actually one of the only people in the modern Star Wars acting committee that actually cares about the fans. Maybe a bit Sam Witwer as well. Maybe.
Let me see what I was gonna say. Oh, I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. There's so many people that say I stand with Gina Carano.
Yep. Including yours truly.
Mm-hmm. What was the one line? There was one thing she said too.
I think it's the one where she says, they can't cancel us unless we allow them to, or something close to that.
I think it was like, they can't cancel us if we don't let them. That might be
That was it.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was it.
I actually like that saying.
Yeah, that's a pretty good saying, because that's pretty much accurate. The only way to not get canceled is not allowing them to cancel you for whatever opinion. And I've said so many things on the channel that has gotten me so much hate. Like my Earthspark video. You should have saw most of those comments. They were terrible. Earthspark fans are just awful.
You gotta show me some of the comments I kind of forgot about. I kind of forgot you made that video.
Yeah. And I don't regret a single word. I say that show is garbage.
Oh crud! I know what the show is.
Yeah, it was the Nickelodeon show. That
Oh
one.
yeah, I've seen the trailers of it.
I saw this whole series. It was trash.
But I would definitely like to take a picture of Gina, talk to her, and also get her autograph. Since I do have some Gina Carano merchandise.
Yeah, same here. Which we've shown on our channels before. But yeah, I think that's about all I have to say. Unfortunately, we don't know a lot about the lawsuit. It seems like she has a lawyer. We just don't know when the lawsuit's going to happen, how much they're suing Disney for. We don't know all those details yet.
Well, since they fired, I think it might be a good chunk of money, to be honest.
Probably.
I'm not sure how
probably,
high people can go, how high people can
and
go.
Especially with all the things she had to go through before she was fired, I think that could probably add to the price as well.
Not just price, but icing on the cake.
Yep. The big yummy cake that is known as victory. That's one big cake. Anyway, that's pretty much about it.
Yummy cake.
That's pretty much about it.
Go Gina, go.
Go Gina, go. And I will definitely report the news of how the lawsuit is going and when we get more details about the lawsuit. Hopefully Gina wins in the lawsuit and nothing bad happens. But granted, with how Disney's going, they're most likely going to lose. Like, look what happened when they went up against Florida. That ended terribly for them. That was just terrible. But anyway, this is D to the B signing off. Bye, everyone.